Hey everybody, Jo here. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope today's a good day. Really nice to have a good day, isn't it? I think we all deserve one. Today, I've got a lovely little, well, I think, classy but clean and simple design to share with you. And again, I'm really coming in for our new friends and followers. But to be fair, you can be a seasoned stamper, but I think you'll like it as well. And it's just a few of the ladies and gentlemen have been in touch and said they haven't got many stamps and they're building up the collection and they haven't got enough to make one of our full-on designs. So how can they create some lovely cards with just, say, one stamp set? So that's what I thought I'd challenge myself to do today, and that's what I'm going to do. But if you have got plenty of stamps and you want to make a lovely full-on design with lots of colour, lots of stamping, just scroll down. There's lots of different videos on YouTube that we've made with Lavinia stamps. Now today I'm going to come in with these designs. Now this one is beautiful, and this is just on a 4x4 card. And we've got the envelope, and I love this size. Check them out on the website if you haven't seen them. They're just such a lovely size. And then this, we've got a DL design. Now I know you're going to want to know, and the stamp set I'm using is this, look, the Fairy Orchid set. 3 lovely stamps. They're separate stamps, but as I say, you can use them. I'm going to show you how I've created this, just using them individually. But look, on the envelope, I've teamed them up in a lovely line. So you could have, because the 2 face opposite directions, imagine what you could do. You could make a beautiful full-on flower. Now this, you could do landscape or portrait, couldn't you? And you could have 2 if you wanted and have a sentiment in the middle. There are so many possibilities for this. And obviously this one, I've popped the 3 together. Now, like I say, there are so many different possibilities. In fact, when I was just having stamping little session for this, I just couldn't resist and I grabbed a scrap of card, look, and I kept thinking, look, you know, I love to sit our fairies and our animals on the little stems, and I came up with this design. So what I thought I'd show you today is a great way of just creating these toppers. And it's such a fun thing to do. Now for this, I've just cut myself out of scrap card. And as you know, I'm trying to use my scrap card. And these are just little 2-inch squares, or twinches as they're known. And just literally create yourself. Look, I just cut a whole pile of them. And then just sit yourself down and just do the stamping. I've also, out of scraps of black card, create myself some little mats and layers, and these are just 2¼ inches. So what I'm going to do is just get my trusty copy of paper, and I'll just get 3 of these. Now it's up to you. It could be you want to stamp more, less. I mean, I would just have a session where I would stamp all these up. Honestly, that's what I'm like. And I'm going to come in with the VersaFine Clair, and this is the Nocturne. So I'm just going to stamp the middle one first. Don't ask me why. I just have this thing. It's a bit like if I'm stamping letters to create a word. I always stamp the middle one first and then work my way out. But again, like I say, what you'll find is doing this design, you'll stamp all 3 and then you sort of think, oh, what do they look like together? I'm going to stamp them all together. And as I say, if you like cutting out, these will be beautiful to decoupage. Now, do you know what I've just noticed there? That looks like a shell to me. I've not seen that before. Isn't that funny? It just caught my eye. Look, that could be a pendant with a shell on. Oh, wouldn't that be beautiful? It is funny how my mind works. But I love seeing the beautiful drawings that Tracy's done. I love just looking at them and seeing what I can see. And it's not always the obvious. But I think that's a good thing. Well, that's what I tell myself. So I'm going to give those a blot. Just because, as you know, VersaFine Clair, slow drying ink. And we'll just add some colour. Now again, you could stamp up quite a few of these and then just maybe make yourself a nice brew, cheeky biscuit, and add some colour. So for these, I'm going to use my colouring pencils, and I'm going to come in with the lovely Mondeluz colouring pencils. And I've chosen 3 colours. My light colour is number 15, and then my mid colour is 18, and the darker tone I'm going to use number 19. And I'm just going to get myself a piece of kitchen roll. Now again, it's up to you how you colour these. I tend to just start with my deepest colour at the base. And again, sometimes we do circular motions when we're colouring in. For this, I tend to follow the lines that Tracy's drawn, just because I think it works better for this for me. And then my mid colour. And I'm just going over that dark colour a bit, just to blend it. Now, if you wanted to make just some general toppers ready for cards, these would be lovely to make, wouldn't they? And maybe alter the colours. I mean, obviously I've gone for blue tones, but they'd look lovely in oranges, maybe some reds, some pinks. Or maybe multicoloured, that the flower doesn't just have to be one colour, does it? I mean, it could be tipped, it could be a lovely lemon and tipped in pink. I mean, honestly, I can't wait to see what you do. You're such a clever lot. We could use water, but you know me, I'm going to do some Wink of colouring. So in with the clear Wink of Stella, and I'm just going to come in on the edge first on the light blue, blend down to the mid blue, and then to the dark blue. Just clean the nib because I'll get a little bit of ink on it. But if I bring that up to show you, can you see that beautiful, beautiful, look at that on there. It doesn't show up the shimmer that well, and as it dries it will get even more shimmer. But the depth of colour, and again to the light colour, just blending that to the edge, and then into the mid and into the dark. Clean that. And just clean the nib so next time we pick it up, there we go, it'll be nice and clean. Then I just want to add some little splats. Now again, if you like it totally clean, leave it like this. But I want to come in with my blue sparkle. And this is in the set. I use the yellow a lot, as you know, but this is the blue. So again, a nice shake. Now this one doesn't play as nicely as the yellow one. You'll find it's a bit like cooking, you know, your own cooker. Well, I know my Posca pens, and this one, unfortunately, he doesn't play nicely sometimes. So I'm doing my best to get nice little splats. There we go, I'm going to stop there. Now, I would let this dry, but obviously just to show you, with the white Signal pen, we're just going to come in and add a couple of highlights. As I say, they will show up better when it's dry. And we'll just add a couple at the top here. And then for me, get one of you beautiful, we'll just do the middle one, bippity boppity glue. It's got this lovely screw lid now. So with this, I'll get some wiggle time. She says if she can pick it up. So just put a little bit of glue. And again, I just like to blend it to the edges. And then we've got that wiggle time. We all love a bit of wiggle time, don't we? So pop that, hold it down. Make sure I put my lid on. And then when you've created all 3, look, let's give this a wipe. I've got a little bit of blue on there. When you've created all 3, you can pop them on your card. Now, just to give you a little tip, these are dry, you see. When I'm just popping them, what I tend to do, look, is use my mat So if I put it on the lines on my mat and then pop my ruler there, I know that when I put these on, put my bippity boppity glue and then push them all up, they'll be nice and straight. So that's a little tip for you. And this I would leave and then add a sentiment deciding on what I needed the card for or who I needed the card for. Or maybe, look, we could do a, or even, you see, so many different things you can do. Do you know what? I cannot wait to see what you come up with. So here's the original. We've got this fun one here. There's our little stamping the three together. I think this is probably my favourite. I'm thinking decoupage one on top of there. See, I'm going to have to just stamp some more and cut them out. I hope you have a play. If you do, please tag me in. I'd love to see what you do, what colours you use and how you use this stamp set. I can't wait to see if you've got it. If you haven't, my question is, why not? So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. As always, thanks for popping in. Lovely to spend time with you. Time for me to go and sit in the garden with Eric. I think it's time for that cheeky brew and biscuit. You take care, everybody. Love and hugs from me. Bye for now.